Hey, what's up, everyone? I know I've been MIA for, well, I guess you could say obvious reasons or whatever the hell you want to call that stuff. But I felt like making a video since I still can't go back in the casinos yet. So I'm just going to talk about. So I guess first I'll talk about. All right, I'm not sure how long it's going to let me go on before it cuts me off. But anyway. And well, first to start with the obvious, like everybody, we've all been quarantined. Everything's closed. We can't do shit right now. And it obviously sucks, but to be perfectly honest, quarantine has not been the worst thing for me. Well, not for me anyway, because I've been saving, it has been saving me lots of money and gas. And anyway, before I talk about like what's gone on in my life, I'm gonna go back a little bit here. Sadly, a couple of weeks before quarantine, I lost my job. Well, my primary job, because I had two jobs working for districts. But yeah, I did lose my primary job a couple of weeks before quarantine because I learned the hard way that districts can be just as shisty as any job place. And yeah, they were assholes at the district I was working at, and they got rid of me. And well, I technically wasn't fired, but they gave me the option to quit or be fired. And I accepted the resignation just because I had another job. So anyway, after all that bullshit happened, I still had my substitute custodian job for another district, and I did a few assignments there. But of course, quarantine happened, and I was one of the many people that was put out of work because of the virus. And I was not one of the lucky people that was still getting paid through the quarantine and closures and everything. So yeah, I didn't work for almost 3 weeks in March. And yeah, March was easily the worst month that I've had in a really long time. But yeah, again, I didn't work for almost 3 weeks. However, I have managed to find another job, thankfully. Right at the end of March, I found another job, and I've been working there for about the last 7 weeks, I believe. And yeah, I've been saving up too while at it. It's, yeah, man. Oh, and by the way, for the time I didn't work in March, which was almost 3 weeks, as I mentioned, I did get unemployment, so I did get paid for that. So that helped me out big time. And like everyone, I got a stimulus, or however you say that. But yeah, that's what's been going on in my life. But you know what? It's been fine, to be honest. Yep, this pandemic has obviously been horrible, to say the least. I mean, yeah, no shit. A lot of places have closed. It's put us in quarantine. Quarantine obviously sucks. But anyway, forget all of that. Obviously, hope everybody's okay. Hope everybody's staying safe out there and handling this quarantine as best as possible. And yeah, man, it's crazy. And quite frankly, I say that this whole coronavirus thing is way worse than September 11th attacks because, at least everything wasn't closed and we weren't quarantined. Don't get me wrong, September 11th was terrible. But, yeah, this is much worse. But just like anything, just like any terrible time, we will get through it. Because I've always told myself, no matter how bad or tough times are, you get through it. You always do. And we're going to get through this damn pandemic. Oh, yeah, and another thing regarding this whole pandemic coronavirus thing is I do feel that everybody needs to calm down and stop policing others. And, some people actually don't understand what that means, but, basically, I'll give you an example. Well, I mean, it means, just don't be telling people what they should do, not do, all this bullshit. We're going to live, all right? Back in early April, I argued with some dumb lady on Facebook. And yeah, this stupid bitch told me, if you can't even put something over your face, then you deserve to be fined. Because at that time, the apparent punishments for no masks were a $1,000 fine and imprisonment. And all I ever said was that the punishments were overboard. I never said that we shouldn't wear masks. All I ever said was that the punishments of $1,000 fines and imprisonment, going to jail, was overboard. I just said the punishments were overboard. And yeah, the dumb bitch takes it the wrong way, all this. And she blocked me. So, since she blocked me, I automatically won. Anytime someone blocks you, you automatically win. That's another thing too. A lot of people are so ignorant, to the point where they get mad just because you don't agree with them or you don't agree with their opinions. That's truly what's wrong with this world. But yeah, quarantine, all this, it's not getting me down. I mean, it is keeping all of us out of the casinos for now, but other than that, it's not getting me down. And plus, I have been rather busy of late. I've been working Monday through Saturday at my current job. Yes, some casinos have reopened or are going to reopen in the coming days. And I don't know about all areas, but as for my area of Southern California, Morongo, Agua Caliente, and Spotlight 29 reopened this past Friday. And I believe Pachanga plans to reopen on June 1st. And I guess all other casinos in my area will remain closed until further notice. And surprisingly, San Manuel isn't going to open up yet. Maybe they'll reopen next month in June or something. And I'm not saying they are. I'm not saying they should reopen right now, but I'm just surprised that they aren't going to reopen yet. And, San Manuel is my local casino for those that don't or didn't know. But yeah, even though these casinos have reopened, I'm not going to go in there right now, at least not this very minute. And besides, just like I imagined, just like I expected, the casinos that just reopened are super packed. I saw pictures of how long the lines were to get in. The lines go outside and literally around the whole building. So I said, fuck that. Fuck that. I don't want to gamble that badly right now. Especially not with all the money I've been saving during quarantine. That's the main reason, but other reasons are I'm sure everyone still has to wear masks, and I honestly don't have a problem with doing that in the casino. And another thing is, from my understanding, if I'm not mistaken, I believe about half the machines will be turned off to, for quote unquote social distancing. So yeah, fuck that too. So yeah, I don't want to gamble that badly right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do miss gambling. I definitely miss posting videos on here. In fact, that's what I truly miss, is posting videos on here and interacting with you guys. So yeah, I don't plan on going back into the casinos right this minute or in the coming days. Like I said, I've been saving so much money in quarantine. And, I want to keep saving for this trip I plan on making, which is what I'll talk about right now. Oh, and by the way, oh man, that I truly hope. I mean, yeah, you know what? I really hope casinos ban smoking. I mean, that's what they should do. I mean, I hate cigarettes as it is. It's truly cancerous too. So that's what I wonder too. How are people gonna smoke if they gotta have masks on? What casinos should do is ban smoking, but have designated smoking areas like a lot of normal places. Yep, I am planning a trip to Northern California in early July when I hope things, maybe not quite everything, but I'm hoping the vast majority of things are reopened by then. And living in Southern California, that's going to be it's going to be a long drive. But I love traveling. That's my other hobby in addition to gambling. I love traveling. So yeah, in early July, I plan on going up to Northern California, and I want to check out some casinos up there and meet a couple YouTubers, if not more. Like, for example, I definitely plan on meeting Jay of NorCal Slot Guy and NB Slot Videos, if indeed I make this trip. Especially since I just learned that Red Hawk is going to reopen, I believe, June 1st or 8th. And, I definitely want to check out Red Hawk Casino and meet NB Slot Videos there. And those of you that know, Jay, my brother, NorCal Slot Guy, you guys know his casino is Grayton, which is still closed until further notice. But I'm really hoping Grayton is reopened by the time I get up there, because if they are, I definitely want to meet NorCal Slot Guy there. But even if not, I'll meet him somewhere else. I plan on meeting those YouTubers and maybe other YouTubers that might be in the area, because I'm not sure who else is in Northern California. At least I can't think of it off the top of my head. And yeah, then it's quite possible that I won't do any gambling until I make this trip. I mean, before July, the only gambling I might do is San Manuel if that reopens before July. Because I don't plan on going to these far out casinos. I'm trying to save money for this trip, which I really plan or at least hope on making. And, more recently, I sure want to believe that, Red Hawk Casino reopening in a couple of weeks, and, increases my chances of making this trip. Because like I said, even if Grayton is still closed by early July, I'll just meet NorCal slot guys somewhere else. And that's pretty much all I have to talk about. I've been meaning to do one of these talk videos, but I've been so busy with my current job. As I mentioned, I've been working Monday through Saturday, 8 hours a day. So that's taken a lot of my time. But I'm glad I finally got around to this video. I don't think I've posted a video at all since April 16th, over a month. Yeah, that sucks, but I obviously hope to be back and posting eventually at some point. Anyway, happy Memorial Day, by the way, guys. That's tomorrow. And I'm just stating the obvious. Hope you're all well and cannot wait for things to go back to at least somewhat normal. And that'll be that.